Hello everyone, today I just want to share with you a couple of things I've made. I've been making some cuff bracelets. This is the first one I've made, like that, and I do have a time-lapse video. There may be talking through it as well. I stop at various places. I'm not sure, I haven't edited it yet, but this is one of the finished cuffs I made. The only difference between the end result of the time-lapse and this one is that I had a dark gunmetal colour filigree, and I put two pieces on either side of the cameo there, and if you watch the rest of the video you'll see what I mean. There was a gap and I wasn't sure what to do, so I just cut a bit of filigree up and put it there. I'm quite pleased with that. I don't think it needs anything else. And that's all done on a satin cuff. It has a lovely double bow on the back, and that's one of them. So that's a wrist cuff. And then I've also made another which is larger than a normal cuff. It's for something totally different, and this is also in the video. It's made with appliques, vintage laces, newer laces, flowers, pearl beads and trims and sequins. Yeah, and a bow on the back to tie it together. The base on this one is a satin ribbon, which is vintage also. This one is completely glued, and this one, there we go, and this one, the base is sewn together for strength, and then the embellishments glued on top. Okay, so by all means, if you don't want to watch the time lapse, just X out now. And if you do, I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for joining me. Bye. I've just layered the bottom laces up, as you can see, and I've put just a little bit of tacky glue to hold it in place. Now I'm going to sew it on. I'll go around the edge of the larger ones and then through the center as well, and that should be enough to keep it in check. And I'm not using the largest stitch. My largest stitch is a number 4. I'm going to use a number 3 on this, just making sure that's fairly straight. I'll use a number 3 so it's, you know, not quite the largest one. So I'm just lifting up those smaller ones in the middle and just with a straight stitch I'm going to sew that, if I can reach my pedal, and just lifting them up as I go along. Trim off our little pieces, so that's nice and secure. And now I'm just going to run a stitch right down the center, and I'll be probably glue the rest of the things on. Just be careful you don't hit the button and don't sew closed the buttonhole. Okay. Of course you can glue it. I glued the other one because that's for my own personal use, and this is for somebody else. So I'm sewing this one, but I just glued everything together, so there's nothing saying you can't glue them, because you can. Just let me... Okay, this is the other one that I put together. I added 2 dangles of pearls at the front there. As you can see, I put the sequins around the appliques and like that, and I found a center. This was from Irene, who is seriously scrapping, ready-made, so I used that one instead of putting one together myself. And that's how that turned out, and that is, as you can see, there's no stitching there because that's all glued, and I just have to put the tie pieces on the end of that one, and that's just drying, so I've got it put to the side, but I thought I'd show you how to sew that. So there's the stitching down the back, but that's still a nice soft surface to put against your skin. Now I have got this little bit that's going to go there, and I'm pretty much just going to I'm trying to think whether I'm going to sew them or glue them on. I think I'll do a combination. I may just glue these last pieces on, but the chain I may just stitch the bit of chain to the end, just so it doesn't look messy at all. I don't know. I'm only going to put the little bit of chain sort of on that little bit there, and the same on that side. So maybe it'll be alright to glue. Yeah. It's a bit easier to glue, isn't it? But the base of it isn't going anywhere now. So that's what we've ended up with. I've got these 2 little ones going on the end here. I played around with it. I didn't realize the video camera had stopped recording, so unfortunately, but I'll show you. We have the pearl beads there. We have the applique, another applique. We have the little doodads. I put some sequins around each of those appliques. I've put some drop pearls, and the same on the other side, and that is the reverse side of that. So that's the larger one. And then this one, like I just said, it has 2 little flowers to go on there. This is the one we sewed the base together on. I decided not to add the other pink flowers. I'm still not sure whether to put something here. By the time you have it like that, you know, it really doesn't need a lot, but I feel like it needs something there. So if I kind of come up with an idea of what I could put there, kind of looks crooked in that viewfinder. If I can find something to put there, I will put it there. But I have to put some ribbons on, although this one is a button up. See how I've left that so it can still button like that. I'd still like to have ribbon to tie because I think it looks nice, and if somebody wanted to put it around a jar or have it just as an ornament, it's nice to have some sort of a ribbon effect going there, because it does sit up quite nicely. And this one I need ribbons on anyway. So let's just... if you were making one to fit you, you would, like, okay, mine's just over 6 inches. You would make it a bit shorter. Maybe I would make it 5.5 inches so that there's room to tie it without it overlapping. So maybe take that into consideration. Measure your wrist and cut and make the actual piece about 1/2 inch shorter. That way, when you tie it, it kind of ties like that, you know, and you've got both ends kind of just like that at the back, and there's room to have a bow in the middle rather than overlapping or out like that. So that's just a thought. I mean, like I said, these are the first ones I've ever made, so I could be way off there, but I'm just thinking that would probably be a good idea. Okay, so that one's done, and I will show you in a couple of days where this is going, because it's all leading up to a giveaway I'm having. So, and then that's that one, and like I said, I may find something for here. I would like something there, but not something too stark. I need to sew these on, and I will sew those, and then pop these little flowers at the end there to finish it off, and that should be it. And there we go. Yes, so I don't know how this video will turn out. I may not even put it up. It depends. There were a few interruptions, and it did seem to take a while. We will find out. Bye.